Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Generate, and I'm here with some more Starcraft 2 action. Today on Antigua Shipyard, we got Infusion Starnan and Liquid Sheth. And Starnan having a nice friendly conversation with Sheth. Um, if you don't know, Starnan is a Swedish Protoss on the Grandmaster ladder. He's incredibly strong. He's on the Team Western Wolves now. He's right now in this. He must be on Infusion or using old account or something. Um, yeah, and Liquid Chef, obviously, Team Liquid. Most people have heard of Liquid Chef. He's a very strong Zerg player. But yeah, so looks like this is just a ladder game, or it's a custom game where they just chose red and blue, but I don't think that's what it is because they're talking as if they just met each other, or didn't just meet each other, but they ran into each other on the ladder. So that's awesome. Have fun, good luck with spaces and cap locks and whatnot. And Starnan looks like he's gonna go for. Obviously, I think it's probably gonna be. Maybe it'll be a Nexus first. You know, never know. Now in today's StarCraft 2, it's like you gotta play greedy against Zerg, or else you're just gonna lose. Right now, especially with TVZ, if you don't take the same risks that a Zerg does, even though it's not as risky for the Zerg, you're not gonna be able to contend with them. Um, but I do believe it's gonna be a 14. It looked like a 14 hatch, 15 or 14 pool, 15 hatch for Liquid Chef. And Nexus first for Starnan, which is totally fine in this situation, as long as it's not going to be scouted for a while. So Liquid Chef's not going to put on any pressure. So there's a slight risk by Starnan, but you know it's going to be worthwhile in the long run. Liquid Chef just now coming into Starnan's base. He's gonna see no gas yet, although gas should be coming up fairly soon for after, actually, no. Should be seeing a gateway now. Correct? Gateway? Yes. Alright. Is there a hole? Yeah, there's a hole there. I do believe. And you should put the cannon right there. So yeah, next thing. Yeah, it's going to be a cannon right here. We do see a couple lings and a drone. He's going to try and take his third. This probe is going to be able to deny it for a little bit. I'm going to try and place down a pylon there, but it's not going to happen. Trying to place down the hatchery, and now he's going to be able to do it. There we go. Probe's going to try and get out of there. I don't think he's going to make it home, though. I think those Zerglings are going to get him. I always thought Zerglings just would be really scary for, like, cause you run technically a little bit faster when you're a probe, or when you're a little bit slower when you're a probe. And he actually is gonna make it home. This is actually really awesome. He's gonna get home. That's really awesome. um, but yeah. Anyway, Zerglings just are like, I always find it funny to watch people like they're. It's just like as I was saying. Like when you watch Zerglings chase probes, I always find it pretty funny. And this guy is definitely, oh, he's gonna make it back in. Before they have metabolic boost, it's just hilarious because probes barely aren't faster than Zerglings, but they're fast enough to kind of get away. If you just A-move your Zerglings, eventually you'll get the probe, but I don't know what's really going on in the chat right now. Liquid Chest says he's road trashing, so I had it with 4SSD. Oh, I get it. Hockey. I see. I understand. He's droning hard. Does he have a rotor worn up? No, he's getting 2 gas now. This base is just all up and running. This probe is gonna go and scout, but he's gonna get taken out right there. So let's see what's going on in Protoss base. +1 halfway done. Chrome up that +1 and that Sibs core. Gonna try and take out that guy, but oh man, if you can get in there for some scouting, that'd be nice. but he's probably not going to try and risk those 4 Zerglings. Starman only has 2 in gas and two in each gas, which is always interesting to see what. Because I'm a Protoss player myself, I'm always interested to see what they go like for that. Oh, I think we're going to see a blink all in here from Starnan. This is a really awesome play. 1, 2, 3, 4 gates and a it's a Twilight Council. And these lings are going to get taken out right away. There's nothing, no hope for these lings. Stalker's actually going faster than lings, I do believe. 295. They run the exact same as lings when lings don't have metabolic boost. Anyway, as I was saying, the 2 harvesters in the simulators for each one is always interesting to see, because it's a weird balance. I mean, it's good and kind of weird because, you know, you technically have 2, 4, 6, 8 harvesters, and that's like a little over 3 fully saturated geysers, but he is trickling in more. So there's 3 here, 3 there now, but still only 2 over here. Oh, now he's just put 3 in. So I mean, it's weird. I really have to study these things because, you know, pro Protosses especially really learn how to micro or get their gas right. And this is going to be an interesting push here. I don't think it's going to be able to do it with those roaches out on the field now. Although, yeah, no, Zealots are really, really good against roaches. With some stalkers to back them up, but we do see some reinforcing roaches and lings. We do have some more zealots warping in here, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. The stalker's getting pushed away by those couple lings, and these zealots cannot do it on their own. And this pylon's going to get shot down eventually, and it's going to end this attack, but it has been a pretty cost-effective attack, I do believe. He has, yeah, no, as long as he doesn't lose these stalkers, yeah, now it was definitely not cost-effective. Just because he lost those stalkers and he's going to lose this pylon and maybe this pylon. So that made it not cost-effective. We do have a Dark Shrine on the way, though, so, and yeah, it is going to focus down this hatch, and that's going to be a really, really good win for Starnan. That's going to definitely put him ahead. He's going to lose those 2, and it's actually going to put him behind, but I actually get trade for a Protoss in this situation, in my opinion. Gonna warp in some sentries for defense, and so that was really interesting play. So like a 4-gate rush into Dark Templar harass. That's always interesting. Wow, and look at Sheth taking the high yield expansion, and see what Starnan has to say about that. I don't think he's going to be too happy about that, especially because he can see it. But I don't think there's much he can do about it. Let's look at the unit counting station. Wow. Wow. That's actually incredibly surprising. Only 46 drones for Liquid Sheth. He's way behind where he probably wants to be. But he does have a massive army. It's going to roll up here and probably just take out this 3rd here. And there's absolutely nothing Starnan can do about it. He just wants to stay at his house and play video games on his funnel cannons and whatnot. And just gonna let that game clean up. And there's nothing he can. Oh, and he has a DT here. He's gonna be able to clean that up though with that overseer here. Nothing what the DT can do there. And yeah, this has been a pretty cool game so far. It's an awesome early push. I'm gonna have to study this game after I gas it. I really want to figure out the gas timing and the 2 to 3 gas timings and it's really interesting build, like a 4-gate push into like a DT harass. It's really interesting. I've never actually really seen it that much. So it's always interesting to see. I love watching Protoss builds because there's so much. I don't know. There's just so much different between Zerg, or mainly Terran builds. Zerg and Protoss are just so dynamic, in my opinion. Terran, it's less dynamic, but they're just really strong, and they just require positioning. I'm not saying Terran are bad. I love Terran. They're really cool, actually. But these destructible rocks are going to get blown down here, and this wall isn't going to do anything. This is really interesting. I've never seen buildings being placed here before, though. So those destructible rocks are going to get cleaned up, and he's going to need some pre-6-4 fields to deal with these roaches here. It's going to be interesting. It's going to fall back here, and oh, and that thing got sniped. Oh, man. That sucks. That DT gonna get cleaned up though, but this guy's gonna run away and he's gonna be fine and come back and harass another day. He is long distance mining from the gold. He's gonna have a crazy economy. Let's see if he gets this gold down. But that was a really good snipe from Starnan to get that gold expansion from going up. He's really been doing pretty well. He could have defended that, like should have saw that coming, or at least had something to see these triple rocks getting blown down, so like it wouldn't. Oh no, that didn't actually force cancel it. No, it didn't. Yeah, no, he's actually been. He only had to rebuild it once now, so that's good. So this DT gonna come in and try and harass this hatchery again. Liquid Sheth really wants this gold expansion, and it will pay off no matter how many times he. Well, I mean, he'd have to rebuild it many times over for it to not be worth it. It's something I feel like players really don't do enough when they have map control. When they're ahead, people say get more head, but people don't get more head. They don't take the gold expansion when they should. When someone's like in this position that Liquid Sheth is in, he definitely has a foe on the back foot. Why wouldn't you take the gold expansion? There's no way you can deny it, except for the Dark Templar, which can't really deny it anymore because he has lots of overseers. People just don't do that enough, in my opinion. This is a really scary army, actually, from Sheth. Upgrades are non-existent, except for the roaches. Roaches have +2 attack, and this is just really scary. They are on even bases, pretty much. This one's not really up and running yet. So Liquid Sheth, I'm assuming he's going to try to end it right here. That's a lot of lings, but that's also a lot of units for the Protoss that can definitely kill lings in the choke point, which is exactly what Liquid Sheth is doing right now. But he has lings killing all the probes right now. Wow, this is just a really intense battle right here. Those infested Terrans are going to do a crazy amount of DPS to those zealots, and that actually might win the fight here for Liquid Sheth right there. Good force fields blocking those couple roaches in. This photon cannon doing work. Got 2 kills now. These infestors are going to try and book it out of there, and they have no energy left. I don't think they use a single fungal there. They're going to try and snipe this robo bay or robo facility, which is going to be really helpful. And these stalkers are going to try and come up the back, which is going to, these roaches, there's no way these roaches are going to get out of here. They might be able to pick off a couple of sentries, though. I mean, if you could just get one more shot off on this one. But he had perfect force fields right there to stop any sort of attacking on those units. He did lose his third, but I do believe, no, Liquid Sheth really did well in that fight. If anything, it was cost effective, but does he have enough to defend this now, is the question. He does have quite a lot of supply, but army supply 4 is heavily favoring Starnan. And as a Zerg, you never want less supply for your army than the enemy. Gonna get a couple of fungals off there, but Infestor is gonna go down. He's got a lot of lings and a lot of Infestors, but Blink Forward is gonna try and pick up a couple of Infestors. He's gonna fungal that, and those lings are just gonna come and clean that up, and he's gonna back out. I don't know if he should back out. I think he can definitely take this on. If he just swings up here and just blinks down here, nothing Sheth can do. But he's gonna at least try and take down this gold expansion. That's definitely something he should do now that he has map control. But Liquid Sheth knows that's coming, and he's gonna try and take this out. I don't think this is a good engagement though. Yeah, this is not gonna go well for Liquid Sheth. That's a lot of Stalkers and an Immortal. I'm guessing that Immortal has, 15 kills. He already has +3 and +2 shields. Interesting, he upgraded shield to 4 armor. That's always interesting. I've actually never seen that before. But this is gonna go down here. No doubt about that. And he's gonna... Oh, that sucks. This is actually really something that should do more often because it's just so annoying. Like, obviously, it doesn't mean I can't expand there forever, but it's just kind of like, oh man, like I have to wait till the creep dissipates even when I do kill this guy. So that kind of sucks. And this Immortal is gonna go down. Oh, that Immortal's gonna go down, but nice force field blocking those roaches in, and that's gonna be a sick choke point. And they're not gonna be able to do anything about it. Man, this game so far. Liquid Sheth has made some good moves, and so has Starnan. But I think right now, honestly, Starnan's doing pretty well. When he gets his expansion back up, I think he's going to be able to defend it really well. And a 3-base Protoss is definitely better than a 3-base Zerg. Liquid Chef needs to expand again back to the gold or just anywhere. He really wants this gold, though, apparently. He is running low on minerals, not on gas, so he might as well go to the gold where he can get lots of minerals. How does he have? Just he just has one extra macro hash, but we do have another DT coming in here, and just, you know, it's really just awesome DT play. Like this DT just paid for itself, easy. You know, it's like when you have a Dark Templar shrine, you might as well. Oh, that nice corruption. Good job. That was sick. I love to see this play. I've never actually seen it done to me, or I've never done it, but it's so good. It's so good. Such good play. Kind of looks like a hatchery on top of that, doesn't it? Like, it's a lot like a hatchery. Interesting. It's gonna get another corruption. Oh man. Colossus are gonna be delayed so badly. Oh, and my bad. Looking at the corruption graphic, that third gets taken out, and these stalkers are going to get taken out here. Things are looking good for Sheth, but he can lose every single one of his infestors, and that is going to kill him when this army comes back. And he can just run away from those infested Terrans. His base is up and running, technically, kind of. And DTs are out, and does have an adversary right here. He needs to get that guy in the fight so he can see these DTs who are just tearing him apart. I don't think he realizes, though, that their DTs are in there. And this is going to get cleaned up by Starnan. But Starnan has no economy at all. Like, zero. Zero income. He has 100 income for minerals. And now it's probably zero. Yeah, zero income. So he needs to long distance mine. So this needs to be pretty much the final push for Starnan. If he doesn't win it here, he's done. He has no economy at all. Liquid Chef does. And I think that's going to be it for Starnan. I don't think he has enough to break this front, kill all the production facilities, and deal with the economy of Liquid Chef. He does have lots of DTs. They're going to need a lot of DPS. So that's always good. He doesn't have an Overseer, so these DTs are going to do a lot of work. This is actually going to be really close here. Starnan is gonna, I mean, if you can't detect these DTs, they're just gonna kill everything. And that's exactly what they're doing. But now the DTs are detected, but still, that's 4 DTs. That does so much DPS. But yeah, they're gonna go down right away, and Starnan is gonna lose here. He only has one Colossus. GG, well played from Starnan. It was a really sick game by both players. Momentum shift a lot. But really, when this third kept getting killed over and over again, I think it was a really big mistake walling off here and not here. You'd rather have all your choke points come through right here instead of have one right here and one right here. And you know, good play not letting that Colossus get out using corruption or contaminate. Sorry. You know, really good play, especially from Liquid Sheth. Really using this high yield expansion when he had the advantage, and denying that DT harassment as much as he did. Obviously, he didn't deny it completely, but it was really good play from Sheth and also Starnan. So yeah, props to both players. And this is Generated. Check all the links in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time.